Got work solutions to the foundation paper, the multiple choice question paper from November 2010. Okay, first question. Got this number. What is it written in words? It's 6,040. So 6,040 is D. Question 2. We want to recognise which is the right angle. Right angle is 90 degrees, it's A. And a multiple of 4, remember multiple means in the 4 times table, so that is going to be 12. Question 4, we're looking at the perimeter. Perimeter is the distance around the outside. So on our centimetre grid, we should be marking off the lengths with a little dash. So here I've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 centimetres. Got a sequence here, want to know what the next number is. So each of the time I'm going to be adding 4. So 15 add 4 to give me 19. Okay, rounding question now. I want to round 3,647 to the nearest 10. So that means my rounding line would go in after the tens. I'm looking at that 7. Is it 5 or more? Yes, it is. So my 4 would move up to a 5. So I have 3,650. Okay, question 7. We're looking at the coordinates of point P. So remember, coordinates are in the format xy. So we're going along the corridor and then up the stairs to have the coordinate 3, 4, which is A. Want to work out what angle x is. So angles around a point add up to 360 degrees. So here we're going to add our 130, add our 170 to get 300 degrees. So 360 take away 300 gives us 60 degrees. Got a number line here, want to work out what the arrow is pointing at. So here I've got 7.5, each one of these is 0.1, so here we have 7.8, E. Question 10, want to work out which one is the smallest number. In this case, it is B, 3.07. Another sequence, I want to know what the 10th term is. Now what we could do is we could carry on adding 3 each time, or we could work out our nth term and substitute in. So with our nth term, we're going up in 3s each time. So 3n, do I start with 3? No, I'm adding 2. So that is my nth term. If I want the 10th term, I'm just going to substitute 10 in. So 3 multiplied by 10, and then add the 2 to give me 32, which is A. Okay, equivalent fractions now. So what we need to do is make sure that the numerator and the denominator are multiplied by the same number. So for this one, I could multiply both numbers by 4 to get 12 over 20. For question 13, we're using a bit of BIDMAS here. So remembering we need to do our multiplication first, so I'll end up with 18 minus 16 to give us an answer of 2. Okay, question 14, another coordinates. We need to work out which one has the coordinates of 3 minus 2. So along the corridor 3, down 2, that is going to be S. Okay, forming an expression now. So William has T toy cars and his friend gives him 3 more toy cars. So if William starts with T and is given 3 more, he's going to end up with t plus 3. Question 16, we've got an isosceles triangle. So remember, those little lines meaning that the lines are equal in length. Isosceles triangle means our base angles are equal. So it means that angle QPR is also 65 degrees. We need to work out what angle X is. So angles in a triangle add up to 180. Our 65 plus 65 is 130. So we're going to subtract 130 to leave us with 50 degrees. So that means angle X is 50. Okay, we want to work out what the smallest fraction is here. Easiest thing to do is to compare the fractions, we need the denominator to be the same. So we can see we could make all these denominators 40. So here I would have to multiply this fraction by 8. So I'd end up with 32 over 40. I'd have to multiply both the numerator and denominator by 2. So I'd have 26 over 40. Here I'd have multiplied by 10 to get 30 over 40. And this one I'd multiply by 4 to get 28 over 40. Now I can compare them all because they've got the same denominator. So the smallest fraction here would be our 26 over 40 or our 13 over 20. Multiplying negative numbers now. Multiplying two negatives together is going to give us a positive. So minus 5 multiplied by minus 6 is going to give me positive 30. Question 19. Train left York at 2:30. It then arrived in Edinburgh at 5:15. How long did the journey take? So once again, we could do a little timeline here. So 2:30 to 3 o'clock is 30 minutes. Then from 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock is 2 hours. And then from 5 o'clock to 5:15 is 15 minutes. So I've got 2 hours and 45 minutes. Another midpoint question now. So remember, adding our two x coordinates together, dividing by 2, and adding our two y coordinates together and dividing by 2. So we've got 4 plus 9 all over 2 and 3 plus 11 over 2. 4 plus 9, 13. Half of 13 is 6.5 and 3 plus 11 is 14. Half of 14 is 7. So we have 6.5 and 7, or in this case 6.5 and 7. Question 21. So we want to find the area of this shape. So this shape is a trapezium. Trapezium. To work out the area of a trapezium, we're doing half of a plus b multiplied by the height. So our a plus b is our parallel lines, so our 6 and our 4. So we need to do half of 6 plus 4 multiplied by the height, which is 9. So 6 plus 4 is 10, half of 10 is 5, 5 times 9 is 45 centimetres squared. Okay, here we have a 3D coordinate grid. Won't be asked any questions on your exam on this because it's not on the syllabus anymore. However, just to go through it, we want to work out what the coordinates of T are. So for this, we're told what point P is. The x coordinate would be 0, the y coordinate would be 0, and here the z coordinate would be 2. So we have 0, 0, 2. Question 23, we want 60 written as product of its prime factors. So this is where we're doing our factor tree. So we've got 2 multiplied by 30, 2 multiplied by 15, 3 multiplied by 5. So we have 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5, which is E. Got a linear sequence here when we want the nth term. So we're looking what we add in each time. We're adding 3. So we've got 3n. But do I start with the number 3? No. How do I go from 3 to 7? I add 4, so I have 3n plus 4. And then finally, question 25. Cinema ticket costs £3.85. A teacher buys 32 of these tickets. What is the total cost? So again, we can do our Napiers here. So looking at this, 5 multiplied by 3 is 15, 5 multiplied by 2 is 10, 8 multiplied by 3 is 24, 8 multiplied by 2 is 16, 3 multiplied by 3 is 9, and 3 multiplied by 2 is 6. So we've got 11, 12 there, 10, 13, 11, 12, so we've got £123.20.